It's labeled as an invisible disease.
But the pain is very real. All you have to ask is 23-year-old Victoria Graham.
Yeah, she has what's called Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, or EDS. And while she may look fine on the outside,
on the inside, her body is failing her. And this month is EDS Awareness Month.
And Graham is using pageants to educate people about how debilitating this condition can be. ABC 2's Megan Knight has her story.
Our new Miss Frostburg 2017 is Victoria Graham.
And when they called my name, I was so surprised. I barely had any reaction at all.
A crowning moment for 23-year-old Victoria Graham, winning her first pageant this past March. To her, it's more than just a tiara and a title. It's a chance to spread awareness about a painful condition she has called Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome, or EDS.
I'm able to go and visit kids in the hospital. I've been able to tell them, hey, I've laid exactly where you are laying, and I've been able to muster up the courage to show that off.
Victoria has spent almost half of her life in and out of hospital rooms. She was diagnosed with EDS at the age of 13 following a gymnastics injury. It's a genetic disorder that affects the body's connective tissue and can result in overly flexible limbs and very elastic skin.
I was always in pain. I always had my joints dislocating. I had to step away from gymnastics after my diagnosis, but I continued to play soccer and pick up lacrosse.
Determined to fit in, Victoria played through the pain. She would put dislocated joints back in their place and rejoin the game, yet her body continued to work against her.
It was like someone's driving an ice pick into your skull and wrenching your body, and it made you just want to curl up and disappear. It was the worst pain that I was in, but it was the pain that I was used to every day.
Eventually, it became too much, and doctors told Victoria she needed surgery. One surgery led to another and another. To date, Victoria has had 10 surgeries. A 25-inch scar on her back shows one of the most serious ones of fusing her spine.
But I'm doing well, and my well might be different from somebody else's well, but for me to have 10 surgeries is not the end of the world.
She's had to wear neck braces just to keep her brain steady, go through countless hours of rehab, and she takes dozens of pills each day to combat the pain. But through it all, she stays strong.
I can stand strong in the crummy body I have right now, then I will be able to stand strong later, maybe when things get a little bit more tough. I would choose fortune.
It's that strength that led her to enter the Miss Frostburg 2017 beauty pageant, and she did not hide her condition at all on stage. She wore dresses to show off her scar and delivered a monologue dressed in a hospital gown for the talent portion.
A wise man once said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And after 10 brain and spinal surgeries, I have the 25-inch scar to prove it.
Victoria Graham.
And when they called her name, Victoria couldn't believe her ears.
I was in shock because I wasn't expecting to win. I was expecting maybe to just stand on stage and have fun or be able to share my story.
Her days are now filled with carrying out her duties as Miss Frostburg, taking college classes, and running her nonprofit, the Zebra Network, an advocacy and support program for people with EDS. She also hopes to one day work at the Ehlers-Danlos Society for Research and Clinical Care at GBMC, headed by Dr. Claire Francomano.
In general, we're trying to raise awareness and provide really good care to these folks.
Dr. Francomano says there are 13 types of EDS, and the symptoms can range from mild to severe, like Victoria's case.
And we really wish that we had medical therapies and alternative therapies that could prevent the necessity for surgery. But unfortunately, right now, we really, to stabilize people when they're literally falling apart, the surgery is pretty much all we have to offer.
Victoria doesn't know if she'll need more surgeries, and there are days when she says it's tough to keep up that positive attitude, but she thinks of all the people who have been by her side, encouraging her even when the future seemed so bleak.
The reason that I keep going is for the people who have supported me, for the hundreds of messages of people I get who tell me their stories. I fight for them.
Another problem EDS patients often face are skeptics. Doctors say it's not uncommon for those with EDS to be told their pain is just in their head. Victoria says it happened to her, which is why her platform with the Miss Maryland organization is called But I Don't Look Sick. To learn more about that and her Zebra Network, go to abc2news.com. I'm Megan Knight for ABC2 News.